Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So sadly summer is almost over and I wanted to jump in here and suggest 4 books that you may read before the summer break ends. I don't know when school or college or university or work starts in other countries, but in here school will start on the 13th of September. So I have a few days left, but it's always ending. And I guess you could say that I would be doing the sophomore year. I'm a sophomore student now. We don't use that here, but I'll be doing the second year of high school. So there's only one left besides that. So yeah. So without further ado, let's start. First book I'm going to suggest of reading before this summer sadly ends is Cersei by Madeline Miller. So if you want to read something slightly more sophisticated, I think this would be a really nice choice. It's not a young adult, but however, as the title suggests, it talks about Cersei, the witch who is pretty much known for turning men into pigs in Homer's Odyssey. You may have heard Cersei already linked in Greek mythology, linked with the name of Odysseus, or not, but however in this book you get to see how it is to live amongst the Greek gods and how and why she did what she did, why she is who she is, and how it is to live among these gods who they scorn her and they have banished her for her powers. And basically you get to see this kind of hierarchy that existed between the gods of ancient Greece, and also what happened when this witch, Cersei, actually falls in love when Odysseus visits her at her island. So it's really interesting because you get to see the human side of Cersei, even though older literary works or something, you don't get to see that of her, especially because she's not the main theme of everything else. So it's really interesting, this book, for that reason. So I really suggest it if you, especially if you like Greek mythology. I think it would be really interesting if you haven't read it already. So yeah. Okay, next book is I Captured the Castle by Dodie Smith. If you're into for something like a classic but something light, I think this is really perfect. This is written down in diary entries and it follows the story, life actually, of Cassandra Mortman, who lives in this castle which is falling in disrepair, as her family is, because they're sliding into poverty, and her father was a former writer, but he doesn't really work with that subject anymore. And things start to change when new neighbors pop in where they are living, and they're Americans, and things change in her life and her family's life too, and she starts falling in love with one of them. So there's also the movie of this book. It's pretty good. It catches the atmosphere of the book, and there's also a young Henry Cavill, so you might as well watch it because why not? Next book, third book, is something for if you're looking for a sweet and funny contemporary romance young adult book. Anne and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I read this book this month, I think, yeah. I devoured it. I loved it. I think it has become one of my favorite contemporary books. It was so sweet. Seriously. I can't even, I almost cried tears of joy when I was reading this, and that has never happened to me, I think. Or at least with a book, it was so intense and I loved it. Anywho, the plot of this book is about Anna, who was sent by her father to go and study abroad in France, Paris, the City of Lights, and so she goes there even though she doesn't really want to, because she has her own life wherever she lives. I don't remember where. I think she's American. I don't remember. And so she's thrust in this world in Paris, and she starts making new friends, and it's really not that bad, especially when you have a gorgeous guy living on the floor above you, Etienne St. Clair, who is her friend. But perhaps they could be something else if he and also she weren't kind of taken. Anyway, it was so sweet and I so recommend it. I adored it. Okay, so, and final book for today. This book is my recommendation for this summer if you want to read something a bit with more fantasy, even though Cersei also has this. has that, but also with the element of the sea. So this book talks about Kaylin, this siren, this mermaid who is at the ocean service, but it hasn't always been like that, because the last thing she can remember is that she's drowning. And then, just like that, the ocean gives her a second chance at life, but she has to pay back in some sort of way. She has to be at the ocean service for 100 years. How? By luring mortals with her voice and her beauty. So those 100 years have passed, she will be able to regain her former life as a human. Because until then, one single word from her lips would kill any human who would hear that. And she meets a Kinley, this beautiful, sweet boy who doesn't know anything of her past, who doesn't know anything of her and who she is and what she can do to him and everything. And she really wished that she could talk to him, that she really wishes she could connect with him, but she can't, because bonding with him would be her biggest mistake, since falling in love with a human would break like all of the ocean's rules. I read it quite some time ago, like actually a few Christmases ago, so it wasn't even like a summer read for me, but I didn't even remember how it actually ended, so I had to flip through the pages to see again, like when I picked this book up for this video specifically, because I couldn't remember how it ended. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that summer is ending and it's really a bummer, and perhaps in some countries school has already started, I don't know, but cheer up, because there are already quite a few things to do and anything else, like even the books you want to read, even the series you want to see, even like the movies you want to watch. So don't lose your glow because you have a lot of things to do. But anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so you don't miss another video from me. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, if you have read these books, if you have any suggestions. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!